What am I gonna say? I need an intro. We gotta go quick. You always think of something. I got it.
What'd you say last time?
Bad motherfuckers.
I'm not even gonna.
What's up?
Sorry, that just fucked me up though, because I thought you said the same thing. No, my bad. Don't say this.
I got it.
No, don't.
And if they don't speak Ebonics, that's their fault.
What's that?
Chum bucket eat. Oh, Ebonics.
Yeah.
Ebonics. It's like. Oh, I wanted to reference SpongeBob because I have the shirt on.
No, we're not doing that.
100%. That's so
Okay,
funny.
you ready?
What's up, you chum bucket eating SOBs? We're back. We got a little bit different of a video for you this week.
Yes, sir.
No Prem or Champions League games, so we figured we'd give you a little bit of insight as to how we got into soccer and kind of what.
Basically, how we got started and everything. So, like, how we got into it. How basically, fuck.
It's harder than what you think.
Most people probably don't know why we like soccer.
Why and how we even first got started,
Anything like that. So we felt like it would be nice to just make a video on how we got into it, and we felt like it'd be more of a better video.
Our dad would wake up on the weekends, watch soccer, and wake us up too, and sit our asses down and make us watch
every Saturday
he would not watch
morning.
anything else.
It'd be every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. We would be up most of the time.
We'd be up, and the worst part about it is, even though we hated it, he would fall asleep during and would not let us change the channel.
When we would go to change the channel, he would not. He would say he's listening to it.
So
that's what he used to tell us. He was listening to it.
We had so much disdain for soccer for so long.
For about a year. Probably about a year.
Yeah.
About a year, I
wouldn't budge.
despised it. I did not like it. He
didn't follow any teams.
Did not like it at all, but he just loved to watch it. Just because he was like, oh, it's something different. And
it eventually, I guess, grew on us, honestly. Because we started to play FIFA. Honestly, FIFA
That's what
14
got us into
got
it.
us really into soccer.
It was, we were watching soccer, didn't really
kind
like
of against
it.
our will.
Yeah, we weren't really into it. And then we started playing FIFA. And like FIFA 14?
14, yeah.
FIFA 14 is when we started playing. And that's how we got into certain players. That's how we got into knowing the game. We liked playing the game, basically. And then eventually playing the game, we got into certain players. And then watching it, we started to enjoy it.
Yeah, we started to not hate it because we kind of understood it. It takes a while to understand that it's not this boring passing.
Oh my gosh!
Gives a shit
Yeah,
what's
we were
gonna
sitting
happen.
there. We had such a very
American view towards it.
Yeah, we were just like, oh my god, they're just kicking the fucking ball. Like it's gonna be 1-0. Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But playing the game, and then you start to get to know players. You get into it.
Yeah.
You start to understand it. Like he said, you start to understand the sport more. And then that's when you can start to appreciate what the players do on the field more. And it's not all about just it's not every
just
game's going to be
around
10-10. Like in football, we're used to, American football, it's always
21 to 25.
Yeah.
It's high scoring games. It's not
and then
1-2-0.
1-2-0, and then but a lot of Americans have a very narrow-minded mindset on soccer.
In sports in general, they really stick to their sports. It was a fun game to watch and to play, so it was honestly really, really surprising for us. We started out with so much disdain and dislike for it that now our whole lives basically revolve around soccer.
It's crazy actually to think about, because we went from, like you said, we hated it. I genuinely did not like it at all. Just playing the game, started getting into it, and then our dad always was a big Man U fan.
He was a big United fan.
And I guess that grew on Trevin.
It did. It did, because honestly, we started to get into soccer after United were good.
Yeah.
So I've never seen them win a Premier League or even a Champions League by any means.
It really it sucks to think about it, because we
could have had so much.
Now. We could have experienced
so
much
many
more,
highlights we missed out on.
But because of where I honestly blame it on where we live.
Were fucking born.
I blame it on where we live is why we don't know as much as other people.
Yeah.
And that's just the facts. That's honestly
any other country.
how it is.
soccer would have been much more important.
Yeah.
And it's obviously I'm not complaining to be born in the U.S. of motherfucking A.
Yeah.
But
our lives revolve around that game, honestly, almost
really.
In a way.
I mean, not totally. We have jobs and we live. One of us has jobs and we live, but I mean, we really just stuff.
And we start to appreciate it more. That was the bigger thing. We started to appreciate it more. We started getting into players and things like that. And like we said, our dad was a United fan. He started liking United.
And I started to like Van Persie.
Because of Dad.
Yeah. And partially, he liked Van Persie too, but I really liked Van Persie because of the 2014 World Cup when he scored that diving header.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I also kind of liked the Netherlands for some fucking reason. I don't know. I think it was something to do with Van Persie, but I think I liked him before that. I don't really know why, but it's just a cool team to root for. And then he scores that header, and it's like, all right, that guy's my new favorite player because he also plays for my favorite team.
Yeah, it was crazy. I started getting the way I picked my first favorite player was actually Thiago Silva, and it's actually crazy to think about that because I remember like watching the World Cup, like he said, and I watched Brazil play, and I always liked the Brazil flag. I like the way it looked. I think it's just the coolest like design, and then watching them play, the way they play, like they're just like dribbling around, flicking the ball, doing all this crazy shit, and that like really appealed to me. Yeah. And that's how I started liking them. And then at that World Cup, Thiago Silva was number 3, and that's what baseball number I was. That's what I wore in baseball. Yeah. And so that's how I picked my favorite player. And that's how I started liking PSG. Actually, started liking PSG first. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about that now.
Like, well, and honestly, the only reason that you liked City in the first place was because our dad and I like United, so he had to go against us and root for City.
So
thank Christ he didn't go with Liverpool.
It's so crazy because we didn't know about it. We, in our minds, the rivalry. Right. We think about rivals all the time, like for example, like the Bengals and the Steelers or whatever.
The Red Sox and the Yankees. I like the Red Sox. Tanner likes the Yankees. Yeah. I like United, so he likes City. That's how we thought about it.
So we thought United's biggest Manchester United, their biggest rivalry, obviously, is Manchester City. It's the red side and the blue side. That's what we thought. That's what you would think. Little did we know, history is more so Liverpool, but that's what we thought, and that's how I picked Manchester City, was because I wanted to pick the rivalry, basically, because they were always rooting for Manchester United and shitting on City, so I had to start rooting for City. We got a lot of information in like 6 months just from playing the game and then starting to watch it and starting to watch the games and stuff. Right. Like figuring out who's good just from the game. It was crazy.
My life, literally, like we've said, our lives involve soccer so much. My fucking FIFA. My cat's name is McTominay. So, I mean, the United States also, in that 2014 World Cup, they advanced through the groups, and they had the group of death. They had Portugal, Germany, and the United States, and then I don't remember who that fourth team was, but they made it out of that group of death, and they fucking did it. But in the round of 16, they got knocked out by Belgium. And I still remember being in Disney World as the game goes
dude. I got a Brazil World Cup ball. Oh my god. Keep going. I'm sorry.
And an extra time. And I remember sitting in line for the Toy Story game. If you know what I'm talking about, shout out. Yeah. But for the Toy Story game, we were sitting in line and they fucking lost in extra time.
Bro, we were
and it killed the whole fucking trip for the vibe. But it was really a big moment in getting us into soccer.
That's so crazy.
The World Cup.
We were just talking that he said he wanted to say a memory, and that just makes me remember from the same exact trip. I got a Brazil soccer ball in Disney, and I still fucking have it in my room. Like, it's just a yellow Brazil Nike ball in Disney, and it cost like fucking $55, $60 fucking dollars.
Expensive.
And it was just some fucking bullshit. Yeah, because it was Disney World. It was some
Nike
bullshit ass ball.
But I mean, that
I'm surprised
World
it didn't
Cup.
cost more, honestly.
Yeah, that World Cup really got us into soccer.
Yeah. Oh my
God. If
God.
that World Cup wouldn't have come around that next year,
it was that
year.
It's so crazy. The World Cup happened that year too, and then we started like watching USA and getting into USA now. We still obviously are gonna root for them, even though we kind of fucking suck. But like we're getting better.
We're getting better. We're on the up.
Yeah.
We're on the journey. So
we're not too sure about the manager.
Berhalter maybe is the guy, maybe not. We still don't really know.
We don't know. But we love to see all the good Americans now playing in Europe and stuff, because that wasn't happening in 2014. Not really. Like not as much
Landon
now.
Donovan, Clint Dempsey,
but
John
that
Brooks.
that team still was able to do so much. Like
in that World Cup without
so
those star players.
Yeah.
And that's what really started to make us notice the team is how well they were doing for underdogs. They were absolutely not supposed to make it out of the group.
No, hell no.
Let alone put up a fight. And Tim Howard also, shout out if you're watching, we know you are.
Fucking dog.
He had the most saves in a World Cup ever at the time in that Belgium game. Even though we lost, he was a fucking dog, and he did everything in his power to keep us in it. But we just got scored on in extra time.
I really wish we would have... Oh, excuse me. I wish we would have gotten to it way sooner.
Yeah.
Because...
I definitely agree.
There was so much we could have seen.
missed out on.
Like...
I missed out on all of the glory years for United. I missed out on the double... The treble I couldn't even fathom. But the double I missed out on. 3 in a row I missed out on.
Yeah.
I missed out on fucking everything, and now we're in the dark times.
Yeah, like it's just crazy how much we missed. But we were alive for it, but we just didn't see it just because it wasn't popular. And it's crazy. I don't understand why our dad started watching it. And
no idea.
We woke up every Saturday morning with despise
in our hearts
for him, and did not enjoy it whatsoever watching it. But
it grew on us, really.
Yeah.
That's what it does. It's a beautiful game. So
it really fucking is. It's a beautiful game, fucking game. Please don't be offended by us calling it soccer.
Yeah, get over it. We live in America. We've done that. I've done that for 23 years. Get over it.
And I feel like if I say football,
BFD.
I say it. I can't. I feel like you have to say it with an accent. I don't know if that's like. Is that fucked up? No, not football, but like football. Or like I don't know. I'd be like football. Like I feel like people would be like, nah, just say soccer. You sound dumb as fuck.
Exactly.
That.
So
like
that's what we gotta say.
Yeah, we're just gonna say soccer.
Get over it. But that's what we got for you this week. We'll be back with the Premier League and Champions League review next week. Nobody can see that. You gotta go lower.
Ooh, squad.
Why would you?